let's say you want to generate 1 exahash of digital power. Bitcoin mining is digital power, right? It's not analog power, it's digital power, SHA-256 power for one particular purpose. And that one purpose is cybersecurity, right? So I want to build a wall of digital energy to protect my data, protect my message, protect my money. So that 1 exahash with modern miners like S19s in that range is 30 megawatts of power. That's what I have to put into that. And that 30 megawatts of power will generate 1,000 to 1,200 BTC, 1,000 Bitcoin a year, if you run that on a network that has about 350 exahash in the year 2023 right now. So that's an interesting measure, right? I mean, the commercial value of that is something in the range of $30 million, right? 1,000 times 30,000 right now. So that gives you a sense of Bitcoin mining and digital power. Now, what else has 30 megawatts? A Global Express intercontinental corporate jet. Global Express XRS has 34 megawatts of power when it's at cruise speed. So it'll cruise for about 13 hours. And during that 13 hours, it's generating 34 megawatts of power moving at Mach spot 8.5. Pretty magical. That's but it's only got like a 14-hour duration, right? An F-35 fighter jet, when it gets to like Mach 2, when it's scrambled, 102 megawatts full energy. But it can't do that long, right? But it goes supersonic. That's how much power it takes, 102 megawatts. An aircraft carrier has a nuclear power plant, or two perhaps, 200 megawatts. But the difference with a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier is that's 200 megawatts that's continuously being generated for the 20 years or the 30 years that the power plant is in commission, as opposed to 100 megawatts generated off of jet fuel for some number of minutes while an F-35 is running supersonic, right? So, but you see what power is required and what it means, and of course, how did human beings figure out how to channel or generate 200 megawatts of power continuously for years with no fuel? Right, that's nuclear power, atomic power. Those are nuclear power plants that are doing that. Yeah. And you just realize just how dense nuclear fuel is and just how efficient it is compared to jet fuel.
When can no be a good thing? When you open a 360 checking account from Capital One.
Is and just how efficient it is compared to jet fuel. In order to generate 30 megawatts of energy with a diesel power plant, a diesel generator, you need 59,130 metric tons of diesel fuel.
Wow.
Right, 59,000 metric tons. That's 443,000 barrels of oil, okay? That'll cost you $41 million at $700 a ton. It works out to almost 16 cents a kilowatt hour, okay? That's a lot of energy, right? Now imagine generating 7x that much with no fuel and being able to do it consistently. And what you see is the passage of human civilization is this nonstop set of steps to find a way to gather more energy and to store more energy, and then the construction of machines to channel the energy. Right, at my alma mater at MIT, we study how to design global expresses. No mean feat to channel 30 megawatts of power at 48,000 feet when it's 80 degrees outside, right? Flying through the rain, when you have to carry a liquid fuel with you, right? And hold it up, right? But a very interesting other exercise is what if you want to generate the energy with water? A small hydroelectric power plant can generate between 1 and 10 megawatts. But the Three Gorges Dam in China is the world's largest hydroelectric power station, had a capacity to generate 22,500 megawatts of power.
Wow.
22 gigawatts. The entire Bitcoin network runs on 10 to 15 gigawatts of power.
Wow.
Okay? But imagine a large-scale hydroelectric dam is generating anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 megawatts of power by converting that water into electricity, right? Now, and what you realize is there are extraordinarily efficient ways to generate power. Nuclear power is just an extraordinary way to generate power and energy and harness energy. Hydroelectric is also pretty extraordinary. Using fossil fuels like diesel or gasoline, they're flexible, not nearly so impressive as 22 gigawatts off of one dam.
Yeah.
But then the challenge is I have infinite energy coming off that dam, but how do I put it 5 miles up in the air into an aircraft? I have too much energy some places, but I can't get it to the other place. And then I have not enough energy, right? My Global Express is using jet fuel because that's what you can put up 45,000 feet and haul around in an airframe. And we haven't quite figured out the pocket nuclear reactor that would do that job. And there's no battery that will hold the electrical power that comes off a hydroelectric dam. So as I take that in context and I come back to the passage of time and the development of civilization, there seems to be this nonstop trend for the most powerful. It's such a tautology, right? The most powerful are the most powerful.